Well, I have made the executive decision to go ahead and put some new interior in this tractor. It's not that bad, but it is getting pretty loose. And I gotta redo a bunch of wiring and stuff in here anyway, so I figured that was a good time to do it. These side pieces are getting pretty bad. It's not gonna be long. I've kind of half patched them up to keep them up there, but they're getting bad too. So I probably should have got this piece, but it ain't that big a deal. So yeah, we're gonna get to getting some of this. Well, I already started getting some of this mess out of here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I figured this was only fair since I always show all the crap in the bottom of everybody else's floor mats. So yeah, mine's not very clean either, but at least it's not all rusted out like that last one I did. Wow. So yeah, we're slowly gaining a little bit here. I guess kind of the first thing that I do is I take both kick panels off. These ones are junk, so take them out, take the floor mat out. Probably leave that floor pan in until I get the seat out and get all this stuff tore off of here. But yeah, everything is. I thought this thing was fairly clean, but yeah, not so much. You can kind of see where get water damage and stuff from washing and whatever. I don't know. I know this stuff was in here and it wasn't new when I got it. I've had this tractor for, oh boy, at least 10 years anyways. So it's getting to that point in its life that it's starting to fall apart. I'm fussy and yeah, I just want it to be nice. Spend too much time in here not to have it nice. Well, a couple days later here, getting back working on this. Still got my mess of wires here. I don't know. Almost get to the point I just give up. And I got wires coming back in here. I got a different piece for back there. Originally on here, they're metal. I got one for like the 4960. It's just a plastic one. So, I think the planter is basically ready to run. Once I get all the GPS stuff in here, then I can get stuff set up for the monitor. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting sick of this thing. Here's what I got. It's just this plastic piece. Usually it's just a metal piece with like 6 bolts in it. This one just kind of clips into place and it's held on by 1 bolt. Drilled a nice hole in it and got the wires run through there. One goes up to go to the GPS, and then there's one that goes to the Roflo and one that goes to the seat sense. So, and then to power the Roflo, needed something to disconnect fairly easily when I unhooked the planter and stuff. So the Precision guy came up with just using a cord and cutting it off and then having it unplugged there. It's about the same gauge wire and everything, and was a lot cheaper than buying a harness, so, and waiting for it. And then on the other end, we put a weather pack to power it. So yeah, it's kind of a mess, but it's tucked in out of the way because you can see how tight this gets. That one hose actually has a rub mark on it from that marker. So it gets tight up in there when it's folded up. But yeah, gotta get a couple more bolts to hold that on. Ended up going that way because otherwise the wires hanging out on each side would be, didn't want to get them caught, so just did it that way so all the wires flow back the way that they have to go. So that's what I did. Well, I'm slowly getting this thing set up. Couldn't figure out I had no GPS even though I got it hooked up. but I do have a different receiver than I just always had an ITC that I had on the planner. And you have to have your monitor set, your GPS, your outputs set for GGA, RMC, and VTG. They all got to be at 5 hertz or whatever. I kind of forgot about that because I remember doing that way back when. But so if you got a deer like this, then you go in to your Starfire and your setup, and let's see, how is that? No. Okay, serial port, I guess. I don't know if that baud rate is right, but you got to have these set and then your output at 5 on all 3 of those. And once I did that, then I got GPS. So yeah, hopefully coming together here. Maybe need to I guess the next thing is to get the vacuum to run, and I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it today because I gotta go do some other stuff, but throw some beans in this thing and see if we can get her set. I think. Well, we are loaded for the test fire. Well, it is not perfect, but kind of got this laid out, got everything hooked up. I got this stuff in the way, but got it down to just those wires showing, which there's always going to be some. They're running out that way, so pretty nice and clean for the most part. I got a little work to do there yet. I got to mount that valve somewhere for the vac, but yeah, not a bad little workspace. A lot of work. I don't know, is it a good idea to go plant when the geese are being able to stand on the water? Because it's ice? Yeah, they're just going to test her out here. Well, it's amazing what happens. I tried it at home and the clutches came unplugged. But I just planted this way, and then I came and I set it down and planted over here. And we've got maybe, 6-8 inches where it started. So it's not absolutely perfect. Actually, this one is it's got beans actually back into it, so I'm not 100% sure. It should be doing individual shutting off, but it might be doing a section. So, well, there's our row, and there's the first bean that I see is right there. So, and then here looks like we got a short foot or something there, but there's no beans where I planted. So, pretty cool. Now I gotta go see what the other side looks like. So we planted beans past it anyways. I'd rather have it plant a little bit. I'd rather have it overlap just a little bit. Just, you know, I don't want gaps too bad. But we're just planting out here yet, but that's fine. I don't mind that. So yeah, sweet. Okay, so I think I figured it out. It's not shutting them off individually, which I kind of was a little bit worried about that because it's got just three swaths or whatever, but what it was set on was a 50-50. That's why I was seeing a gap and then a little bit of overlap. But I'd rather have it over plant, but it's fine. Maybe some fields, I don't know, if it gets really bad, I'll do 50-50 or something. I wish I could I wish I could do it a little bit more than 50-50 and maybe just leave a little gap or something. But that's fine. I'll figure it out. So here's what I planted, just messing around, just trying to see how it was going to work or whatever. So you can see it was set up for that 50-50, so when I came at a pretty hard angle, it was just splitting the difference basically, which maybe sometimes that's alright, but you get on too hard of an angle, like right in here, I measured it off, it was like 4-foot gap. Well, I don't want a 4-foot gap, that's, you know, on just one row, and then obviously the next row in was closer, but I'd rather have it over plant, so that's why I got it set now. But you know, I guess I don't know why I thought I was going to have individual row shutoffs, but it's just the 3 sections, but that's definitely better than what I had, and I got all the numbers punched in pretty good enough apparently, because it's working about perfect. So a little more playing around with it to do. It's getting dark, but yeah, honestly pretty happy with it. So can't wait to actually try it out for real. Won't be too long. Alright, so obviously we have a planet there coming up on our map. Oops. Let's go ahead and set her down and see what happens. There, we're planting on the right side. There, it's planting middle. Now it's planting on all. It's getting kind of muddy there. Not that bad, but it's just frost is still coming out. So yeah, it didn't do quite what it was supposed to, but I just turned the back on, so that's probably what happened there. It took a little bit. Once it turned on, it took a little bit for it to start planting. I'm assuming this is what happened there. We'll turn around here, set her down again, and see what happens. Nice to have some CRP to play around on. So there you go, it's all shut off. Must be turning it on through that little sliver there. And shut it off again. See if it turns on in those gaps or not. Yep, it did. They're starting to turn on again. Seems to work. I'm a little disappointed, like I said, it's not individual rows, but I don't know why I thought that. I did, so. But it'll be way better, and beautiful thing is, as you saw, it shut off. When you turn around and stuff, you don't have to worry about stopping, trying to stop at the right place. You just keep moving, so that's gonna help. There we go, we got a half acre of beans in.